Okay.
GTA.
Whoa.
That is
you
what
pop
this
star?
is.
That's like a, early 2000s. Everybody was going like,
I always like thinking about how like vocal trends change over time, like musical vocal trends. Back in like 1923, he was the best. How you doing? What do you say? Good.
a wobble for your honey.
He was the best, and then they were like, "Oh no, we realized that sucks, and we're not doing it." It's like, "What do you mean?"
Britney Spears had the like, oh yeah, like she was very into
nasally.
like the.
I don't think she's ever been a good singer.
I read a story that she's
Yep.
thinking about being a bodybuilder.
Okay, she has the body for it.
Built like a tank. That's what I've always said about Britney Spears.
See, I read a different story that she's doing yoga a lot.
Think
Oh,
it's
you
part of it.
definitely can't do both. That's illegal.
No.
Elise sent me an article last night. It's about dog health. Grain-free was a really big thing that was happening for a while, where they were like, you got to feed your animals grain-free food.
Last 5 years, maybe.
Grain-free, grain-free, grain-free. We changed vets, and our vet was like, no, you don't want to do, you don't do grain-free.
New evidence supports that. No, grain-free is bad for heart.
I mean,
like
that's how I
pet
feel
health
about
and heart.
fitness stuff, too, is like every week there's like you shouldn't leg press, it's bad for your joints.
Well, yeah.
You should definitely leg press. It takes pressure off your joints.
Like, what do you want from me?
This doctor who they interviewed in the article tried to explain. He goes, you think about how bodybuilders build muscles and then they lose flexibility because their muscles are too big. The same thing can happen to your heart. The more your heart grows because the grain-free diet causes their heart to grow. The grain-free diet causes their heart to grow, and then it loses the elasticity that the heart should have at a smaller size. And I went, that's 100% wrong.
What?
This doctor doesn't know what he or she is talking about at all.
Well, he's talking about monkey hearts. He's an animal doctor.
He's a monkey doctor.
Yeah.
No, he's a monkey.
Completely jacked.
Doctor.
Oh.
It's actually been shown that the more muscle you have, the greater flexibility potential you may have.
People just don't capitalize on it. Because I've seen like dudes with really broad backs and someone will stick something on their back and they can't reach behind because they're too swole. I think it's sad. It's harassment.
It's a funny prank on Jack dudes.
I think I saw that same video.
I saw it.
But the only thing I could think of, and tell me if I'm the only one, is the episode of Beast Wars. Only one?
Only one.
The episode of Beast Wars where they point out that there's this special plant that can stick something on a point of your back where you can't grab something. So that's how they defeat Dinobot, is by doing that, and then Megatron comes, they use it on him. That's how it works, guys.
So do you think that the Jack men of the world will one day unite and uprise, and that's how we'll have to defeat them?
I will say this.
Stick stuff on their backs. Yeah.
I'm going to say this with 100% seriousness. The most discriminated group in the world in history of time, jacked dudes.
Okay, make your case.
I just did.
Oh.
Did
Fair,
you?
yeah,
There's
no.
an episode of Beast Wars where
Yeah, I mean, if you stab a bunch of jack dudes in the back, which in theory isn't that hard, I don't imagine that many of them focus on, being able to turn quickly, then they're just debilitated, right?
One of those things that you quit smoking with, a patch, but that slowly seeps poison into your body. You put that right in the center of a jack dude's back. He can't do anything about it.
Or we just put
dead.
Ebola on all of the barbells.
Ooh, that's good too. They will have to grab it. They won't be able to resist.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've always felt like I could fall victim to a slow poisoning. I'm
RDB.
very naive, very gullible. I take what people give me and consume it without question.
Yeah.
I've known a couple of men who've been drugged, had their drink spiked. Never known any women who've had that happen to them, though. Women
they're
got that nail polish now that you can dip in your drink and it'll test if it's
Yeah.
been
Oh,
drugged.
that's cool.
But
Oh,
men
what?
can't wear it because that would make them gay, which is really unfortunate.
Question for the room. What do you think is the hardest thing for women in this day and age? I'll answer first. No, what do you think is the hardest thing for women in this day and age?
Your dick.
Nice.
You want a serious
Nice.
answer?
That's where
How
my
long
brain
do you
went,
have?
but
How long do you have? Do you have time long enough as your dick?
Women are questioned about everything.
I don't think that's true.
Oh. No matter what we say, we're just setting you up.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Because there are lots of times in videos where, over the years, where I intentionally set you guys up for something, and then
But
everyone's
what
like,
happens?
"So and so is so fun and man funny," and I'm like, floated it.
Well, maybe you should start throwing overhand jokes as opposed to lofting them underhand like a lady.
We got to carry you. Well, I mean, we put you strategically over there so we can crop.
Oh,
right
did
here.
you? If I move really still, you can put a dress on me so it looks like it's just the gals hanging out.
no, we're going to dub you. We'll have Autumn do all of your voiceover.
What? Autumn and I sound exactly the same. You
Yeah.
won't even notice.
How can you profit off of this?
I mean, I already have. For Autumn, though, it's only made her life more difficult.
Can she get her coupons used at Subway?
I don't want to talk about it.
Does it get confusing when you have sex with Bruce?
Well, are you asking me or Autumn? Because when I have sex with Bruce, he doesn't know anything's different.
Technically, I'm asking Bruce.
He doesn't know anything different.
Is he out here calling you Autumn? Back to the Subway, though.
Yes. You want me to tell the story?
Yeah, that was the prompt.
So I've had some really good interactions recently. Community interactions, viewers and stuff. I went to get the smog checked on my really old car, and then the guy there was like,
God damn it.
James Willems, that name sounds familiar. And then I'm like, do I do the thing where I say, well, it's probably because you're a big fan. And so I said, well, I guess maybe if you waste a lot of time on YouTube. And he was like, oh, Funhaus. And I was like, aha, we found you do waste time on YouTube. I went to Subway the other night because Elise said, I have Subway coupon.
I got the coops.
But I basically went up to the counter and there was a coupon that had a specific deal on it. But I just was like, hey, is there any way I can like just change the deal slightly? Can I get a wrap instead of a sandwich? The guy was like, no. And I was like, okay. I was like, no, it's totally fine. I was expecting him to say, no, I can't do that, or no, you have to use the coupon as
What
is.
happened to the
That's the point of a
customer's
coupon.
always right?
I said, okay, no worries, and then I crumpled up the coupon and shoved it back in my pocket. And then I said, I'll have a foot-long wheat. And then I heard behind me go, are you James Willems? I turned around and the guy goes, oh man, I'm a big fan of Funhaus. And I was like, oh, cool. So you just...
Really
you saw me get my coupon get denied at Subway, and he was like, oh yeah, I guess so. That's funny. And I was like, yeah, that is funny.
I saw an ad for a laptop recently where the sole purpose of the ad was to advertise that the webcam had a kill switch.
I think it's just for jerking off.
Everybody's already seen you jerk off.
Yeah. Even if they haven't seen you jerk off, they're just gonna take the image that they have from when you were FaceTiming with your mom and they intercepted it and then took it into China and then put that on the body of someone who's jerking off who might
deepfaked.
look worse than you.
What if they have a better body than you? Then
I mean,
I'm fine with that.
I guess so,
Put
yeah.
my face on, don't do that.
Remember when porn was switching to HD, they were like, it's gonna kill HD.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see their pimples or whatever. I was like,
Their ass pimples.
Also, I'm pretty sure they have like a lot of software that is very specific to making porn look prettier. Like, I'm pretty sure I've spoken about it before, but I know they have a butthole bleaching AI that specifically like locates a butthole and then lightens it.
except that one of 2019's biggest trends was butthole tanning.
That's true. For health.
I mean, having a sunburnt butthole would hurt a lot.
Itchy. It'd be itchy.
More than it already is.
Yeah, take how much your butthole already itches and multiply that by 10.
I did literally burn my butthole one time because I burnt basically like I was sitting on my bed, I put my green tea next to me, my little table was exactly in line with the mattress. I knocked the green tea onto myself, so I burnt the shit out of my thigh, and then as soon as I stood up, it also ran down my ass crack. So it was like a second-degree burn. I had to go to the doctors to get it wrapped every morning.
The butthole?
Did you get your butthole wrapped?
I did not have to get my butthole wrapped. My thigh had to be wrapped.
Get your butthole wrapped, but you can't get that sandwich wrapped.
I just imagine the doctor looking at you over the rim of his glasses.
It's monkey
he
doctor.
or she.
Yeah.
And it's monkey doctor going, we're going to have to wrap that every day. I'm going to need to see you tomorrow.
She got a coupon. She's like, "Can I get the sandwich instead of a wrap on my butthole?"
By the way, big fan of Funhaus.
And now your butthole.
I'm lighting a doobie, and I'm not putting it out until May 1st.
One single doobie. That'd be like, are you guys excited to drink every day this month? It sounds like you have a problem. No, I'm celebrating. I'm happy.
You really like drinking.
I like
maybe.
numbers.
I think you might have overshot that dog. Oh no.
Hold.
Oh.
Get it!
Go back the other